Hey everyone, my name is Javiah from Gifted Hands by Javiah. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please feel free to check out my content on my YouTube channel, and if any of my content is of value to you, please consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a part of the Gifted family. If you are already a part of the Gifted family, welcome back fam, welcome back. We are officially in grad season, and grad season is a big deal. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to design and create a super amazing project that is perfect for grad season. We are going to be sublimating our very own car magnets, y'all. But first, let's get into these colors. Do y'all see these colors? Do y'all see this gloss finish? Like, let's get into this, okay? Now, these graduation card magnets were very popular during COVID-19, but I honestly still believe that they are a beautiful project and a beautiful way to represent a grad, okay? And so I'm going to be showing you how to create your very own. This video was indeed inspired by the wonderful Patrice from Craftable Things. I watch her YouTube videos all the time. She actually made a video, I believe it was last year or 2 years ago, showing her process on how she created a car magnet for graduation season, and she used laminate sheets and permanent vinyl. When I attempted to try her method, it was an epic fail, and so I was like, yep, no ma'am, we had to find a different alternative, and your girl did. I used Sublimation Adhesive vinyl sheets from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and these are a game changer. Heat Transfer Warehouse was so kind enough to send me some of these to test out, and baby, I am obsessed. First of all, these Sublimation Adhesive vinyl sheets come in a variety of different sizes, so they are compatible with just about any dye sublimation printer you have. They come in 8.5 by 11, 11 by 17, and 13 by 19. And the best part about these dye sublimation adhesive vinyl sheets is that they are UV resistant and waterproof. So you can create so many different projects that will be durable and waterproof. Like, you can't beat that. You can make stickers, you can make magnets, you can make keychains, you can make poster boards. Like, your creativity can unfold, and all you need is your dye sublimation equipment and materials. You can also outsource your own prints from a printing service, and they can create your magnets for you. Or if you have your own printer that allows you to print your own media without using dye sublimation, you can go ahead and use that as well. Now, even though these are UV resistant and waterproof, it is not recommended for outdoor usage because it will not uphold well in the natural elements. And also, these are not dishwasher safe. So if you are going to be applying this media onto a surface which will require you to wash the surface, then you may want to consider hand washing. I am not too concerned about our car magnet being ruined outdoors because these are just temporary. And if you want extra protection or security to make these a little bit more durable, you can definitely go in and add a sealant overlay onto your magnets. I didn't do that with this, but you can if you want. It is important to note that when we are using the Sublimation Adhesive vinyl sheets, we do not print directly onto those sheets. We will print on our dye sublimation paper and marry the two together and bond them that way. I ordered these magnetic roll sheets from Amazon. It is 12 by 24 inches. And you can make your magnets however small or large you want. I just trimmed mine down to size according to the size of the Sublimation Adhesive vinyl that I have. I also use this envelope punch board by We Are Makers, and I use the punch board here to curve the edges, to round the edges of our magnets. So I will leave everything down below in the description as well for you in case you are interested in creating this project. These card magnets are not only great for graduation, but they can be used for other occasions as well. Got baby showers, bridal showers, wedding. You can even make business card magnets for advertisement. So you can get super creative when creating your own card magnets, and you can use dye sublimation. Like, you print, press, pill, and profit, period. If this is something that you are interested in learning how to make, please stay tuned. And you already know what to do. Go ahead and like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the bell for notifications so that you can be notified every time your girl uploads a new video. So without further ado, let's go. I'm going to start off here in canva.com. The very first thing that I'm going to do is select a size. I'm going to change my dimensions to 13 inches in width by 13 inches in height, because I'm going to be using 13 by 19 dye sublimation paper in a landscape orientation. Then I'm going to select create a new design. Now my actual design is going to be slightly larger than 11 inch by 17 inches, which is the size of our Subli-Wrap media. And the reason why I'm going to be using 13 by 19 paper. So the very first thing that I'm going to do here is show you how to turn on your rulers and your guidelines. So I'm going to head over here to where it says File, View Settings, and then Show Rulers and Guides. So my ruler is going to appear here at the top and on the sides, and then I will drag my guidelines downwards like so, and then across like so. Okay. Now let's start designing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here to Elements, and I am going to select a square. I am going to resize this square to 17 inches, 17.2 inches in width and 11.2 inches in height, just to give myself a little bit of extra bleed room. This is going to serve as our template to ensure that our design is going to fit in perfectly, or close to perfect, on our media. I'm going to change this color to black. There we go. Now I already uploaded all of the images that I'm going to be using for this design. So I'm going to head over here to where it says upload, and I'm going to select my very first photo, which is this beauty right here. This is my sister-in-law, Emily. Emily said that I can use her graduation pictures, even though she graduated in 2021. Her graduation photo shoot during that time was the bomb. So she was like, yeah, girl, go ahead and use my pictures. So big shout out to my sis, Emily. I love you, boo. But she's going to be graduating next year, so we are going to be manifesting that for her. I'm going to enlarge her picture, and I'm also going to remove the background. So I'm going to head over here to where it says edit photo, and BG remover. Again, this is for pro users. Okay, so her background has been removed. Now I'm going to, go in and add some extra oomph, as I would like to say. So I'm going to head over here to Elements again, and I'm going to type in silver confetti, because this is going to be for graduation. And I'm just going to select where it says see all and see if I can find some confetti that I like. I just want like some confetti to fall down. Something like this. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. This is perfect. So I'm just going to resize this to how I like it. Now the confetti is in front of Emily, so all I'm going to do is move it to back. While it is selected, I'm going to select position and then to back. Oh, sorry, not to back, backwards. There you go. So now it is behind Emily. Okay. Now I am going to go in and do a little bit more designing. Of course, I want to crop her images inside 2023. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the number 2023. I'm going to type here in the search bar while I still have elements selected, and I'm going to type in number frames. And let's see. And here are the frames here. I'm going to select see all. And these are all the numbers that we can use that allows us to crop images and graphics inside of them. So I'm going to select 2203. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these numbers by holding down the shift key, and I'm going to group them. Okay, I'm going to bring them over here, and I want to resize them to make them a little bit smaller. I'm going to play around with size in a moment after I add in all the text, but I just wanted to just bring those in over here. And I'm gonna just put those over to the side real quick. Then I'm going to head over here to where it says text, add a heading, and I'm going to type congratulations. Okay, and bring this over here, resize this. I'm also going to change the font, and I'm going to keep it white. Change the font to Varsity Team Bold like this and enlarge it. Okay, let me see how that's looking. Okay, that looks pretty good. I actually think I'm going to stretch the graffiti out just a tad. Move it over. Whoops. Undo. Just to make it a little bit larger. Okay, so here we go, and I'm just going to just make congratulations a little bit larger, just like so. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add another text, and I'm going to type class of, and I'm going to change this font to, let's see, Great Vibes. I like this. Okay, I like this. So now what I'm going to do is work on these numbers here. So I'm definitely going to make them a little bit smaller. And let me bring up class of. Okay, so now I'm going to ungroup them and then place them where I would like them to go. So I was just making sure that all of them had the same amount of this distance from each other and that they are all aligning up. Just bring this down a little bit because I don't want it to cover the F of. Okay, so that looks pretty good so far. So now what I'm going to do is bring in the rest of the pictures and crop them inside of 2023. So I'm going to head over here to uploads, and I am going to bring in this first picture, crop it out just a little bit taking some of this background out. I want to keep the red background, and I'm just going to hover over the number 2 and drop it on in there like that. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see, right? I'm going to double click this, and I'm going to adjust the placement of the picture because we don't want her face to be cropped out right here in this opening part of the number 2. So I'm just going to play around with the placement. So I definitely want her face to be shown. Okay, and I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to bring in the next picture, do the same thing, crop it out just a little bit, because we don't need all of this extra red space. Then I'm going to bring it right in front of the 0 and drop it on in. Same thing, double click and play around with the placement. Okay. I can bring her up just a tad. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the number 2 and the 3. Okay, y'all, so this is how it's looking so far. I think it's looking pretty good. So cute. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Elements, and I'm going to search for silver metallic backgrounds. Oop, I done spelled background wrong. And make sure you have it selected to all, okay? And I'm going to select See All, and I'm going to select this one right here. Again, this is for pro users. And I'm just going to just make this into a really skinny rectangle, and I'm going to resize it just a little bit. Make it really skinny, and I'm going to drag it down and drag it out, but I want to make it a little bit more skinnier, like so, like that. And then I'm going to position it to back so that it can be behind Emily's arm. Sorry, not back, backwards, like this. You see this right here? Okay, just to give this design a little bit of structure. And I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to go in and type in her name. So I'm going to, right here where it says class of, I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to type in her name because I want her name to be in the same font anyway. So it's going to be Emily Taro. Okay, bring this right here. And y'all, we are almost done with this design. This is going to be a really super simple design. I'm not a graphic designer by any means. I try my best. So I'm just going to play around with the placement of these elements. Let me group this, bring this up a little bit, because I want to add some text under Emily's name, but I don't want it to be all bunched up. And then I'm going to type "We're proud of you." Okay, definitely want to change that font. And I'm going to change it to Times New Roman. I like Times New Roman. Okay. Then I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. Zoom in. And put it right beneath Emily's name. Okay, y'all, we are done. This is going to be our design. Okay, super cute, super simple, super easy to make and design using Canva. So now we are ready to print. I'm going to select share, download, download again. And I'm going to go ahead and get this printed. Once it's finished printed, I will show you how to sublimate our sticker paper. I ended up adding "We're so proud of you." So now I'm going to go ahead and print. Here is our design, and here is our 11 by 17 subli wrap. It does have a really nice gloss touch to it, so it's going to be a gloss finish. I am going to turn this over and place my subli wrap right on top of my design, and then I'm going to secure it down with some heat resistant tape. Okay, so everything is nice and secured. You can see that we have a nice amount of bleed room around our borders there. And now we're gonna go ahead and take this over to our heat press. Let go. All right, y'all, so here we are at the heat press. I have my heat press set to 380 degrees per the instructions on Heat Transfer Warehouse's website. We are to press this subli wrap at 380 degrees for 30 seconds, but I am going to press mine at 380 degrees for 40 seconds, firm pressure, okay? I just want to give myself that extra 10 seconds of time to ensure that the ink is going to be bonding to the subli wrap media. All right, so here we go. I have my transfer on top, subli wrap on the bottom. So substrate facing upwards, transfer is facing downwards, okay? I am going to place parchment paper at the bottom to protect my bottom platen. That's not a large enough piece. Let's see. Okay. And then I'm going to take another piece and place it right on top. And then we are going to press. 5 more seconds. This is a warm peel, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel this away. Be very careful, it's hot. Okay. I take this really good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Woo-wee. Do y'all see these colors? Look at that gloss finish. Yes. This is nice. All right. So it does curl up after it's finished sublimating. So I'm going to go to my working area and we're going to get started on creating our magnet. Okay, y'all. So here is our subli wrap design, and as I mentioned previously, it does curl up quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the heat resistant tape that is still on it. When doing this, you want to be very careful because okay, so all of our tape has been removed, and now we are getting ready to apply this to our magnet. So our magnet is about 12.24 inches long, so we are going to be trimming this down. And of course, I will leave everything down below in the description for you to purchase in case you are interested. So I'm going to roll this out. Okay, just like so. Then I'm going to align my subli sticker paper onto our magnet. So let me see if I can get a better angle. Okay, guys, so I think this is a better angle. So here is our subli wrap sticker. And the first thing I'm going to do is peel at the edge just to get a starting point. Okay. And then peel the backing away. Now, if you have painter's tape or masking tape, that might be a little bit more helpful. You can secure the edge down onto your magnet with the painter's tape or the masking tape, but I don't have any here, so this is going to be a little bit difficult for me. So I'm going to peel this backing away. To expose the adhesive like so. I'm going to crease that. Okay, so it is exposing the adhesive. Okay, then I am going to align it up as best as I can with the edge of the magnet. And if you don't have a right alignment, it's not super sticky where it's too hard to lift up and replace. So okay, once I feel that I have a good placement on the edge here, I'm going to take my scraper tool. Prefer to use the one with the velvet edge because it will prevent any scratching, but this is what I have, so we're gonna use that. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a nice little burnish to get any of those wrinkles out, like so. Then I am going to peel the backing away slowly, okay? And I'm going to flip it over this way because it's easier for me. You guys still see? And as I'm peeling the backing away, I'm going to be smoothing out the sticker. Okay, so I'm pulling the backing and smoothing the sticker out as I'm going along. Making sure I get any bubbles out. Okay. This is what we have so far. I'm just gonna go in and smooth out any bubbles that I see, which is barely any. This applied very nicely. I see a bubble or two over here, so I'm just going to lift this up. And then gently smooth down. Okay. And I also see that I have like some fingerprints on my sticker. So I'm just gonna go in and wipe it off with a clean cloth real quick. Make sure your hands is not oily or you will see your fingerprints. Okay. Okay guys, so now what I'm going to do is trim off the edges that we don't need. So I have my handy dandy ruler and my Olfa blade. And I am going to turn this around so I can see. And then trim off the edges. Now this is a brand new blade, so it's gonna cut very nicely. Okay. And any spots that I missed, I could go in and trim them off with a pair of scissors. And then right here at the top, I'm going to trim off with a pair of scissors, and over here in the corner where I miss. Okay guys, so here is our final project. So beautiful. Do y'all see that gloss? Like, I cannot believe that the vibrancy, like, it's the vibrancy for me. It's the gloss. It's everything. We made a magnet for our car, y'all. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this We Are Memory envelope punch board. It is used to make your own custom envelopes, but it has a punching area where you can curve your corners on your papers, on your envelopes, or whatever you're going to be making. So I'm going to curve or round my edges on my magnet, because round edges will make your magnet stay on your vehicle without flying off when you're driving. I don't know why, but I do know that having these straight square corners, harsh pointed corners, is not going to work on your vehicle, especially when you about to drive or when you are driving. Okay, so I got this from Michael's like 2 years ago, and I've always had it. All I'm going to do is take the edges of my magnet, slide it into that slot there, and round my edges. Okay. We have our rounded corners. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay guys, so here I am going in with my scraper tool. I did notice a few bubbles that just kept coming up. So right here I am taking my weeding pen and I am poking little small holes in those bubbles, and then I am going to take my scraper tool to smooth it out. The holes in the material allows air to push through, so when you are burnishing your surface, the air pushes through, allowing a flat surface. So that's what you see me doing here. Nothing more, nothing less. That is all. And I did manage to get 97% of the bubbles out. Please be mindful that this material is bound to bubble up. It's just the nature of the material. However, you can go in and get as many bubbles out as possible and still have a beautiful professional looking car magnet. All right, y'all, here is our finished product. I absolutely love the way this resulted. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, later.